And what did you do after high school, Lenny?
Oh my Lord, this will take a long time. When my dad passed away, I went to my sister's. I had this throat problem, so sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
Anyway, I went to my sister's, and my books went down like that. I just sailed through school up to there. And then I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to study. I didn't want to do anything. I wanted to be at North Grant. I wanted to be there. And my brother Lloyd and I were always like that. We did everything together. We'd go to school, we'd go fishing, and we'd go do stuff. We were the guys that had the baseball. He pitched and I catched. And he was at District. What do you call that?
Oh, ambidextrous?
Yeah, he could pitch with both hands.
Wow.
His arm gets sore, he pitched with this one. I remember telling him, he said, I forgot all about that. I said, I know, my right arm used to get so sore, but he pitched. And anyway, and I hated it when I moved. I hated when I had to leave him down, because we were still, he was only 16, I was 14 when my parents were gone. And anyway, and most of my brothers had moved away, but we still had one sister that was around, the younger sister. And so the first year, I didn't do anything. I didn't even bother to write provincial exams. I said, no, I'm not going to write it. And, well, since this is an interview, you're going to get everything from it.
Oh, that's what I want to hear.
The end of the summer, off my first year after my dad died, I ran away.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I had a brother that worked in Frankville, I think Frankville, Ontario. He was back in the woods cutting pulp. And we used to cut pulp ourselves with a bucking saw. There was no such a thing as a power saw. And I cut a load of logs when I was 12, 13, yourself. So I was going to go up with him. I said, I didn't want to go back to school. So I was working in Halifax in construction. I was 15 then. And I worked on construction that summer, and then when I came home for the weekend, just before school was going to start, I hung around home. My brother Gordon was down from Halifax, and so they were all going to town. I said, come on, Lenny, we're all going to town. Friday night was the night we went to town. And I said, no, I'm going to stay home. I'm going to stay home. So as soon as they left, I grabbed something what might resemble a suitcase. I remember it was an old torn leather thing, and I packed everything that wouldn't be very much. And I lugged it up the hill and past Jimmy McMillan's. And I ran in to see Jimmy. He was a bachelor. I said, I'm going running away. I said, goodbye. So I went to my friend, Doogie Gillis. I told you it was my best friend when I was growing up, other than my brother, Lloyd. And I stayed at his place for the night. And the next morning, Sunday morning, we went to town, and I had $20 that I had saved, so I was big shot. So I took toast. You can get toast and tea that time for 20 cents. So I treated them to that. And of course we had to go to church first. We went to church, and then we went for the toast and tea, and he walked with me up Post Road and shook hands, and I get on the road. So I got a ride right away as far as Truro, and I took the wrong way, and I wound up in Halifax.
Wow.
It got late in the evening, and I was looking down. I guess I wanted to sleep under that tree for the night. We weren't afraid of anything, you know, because we grew up in the country.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So I said to the fellow, is that Moncton up ahead? He said, no, that's Halifax. And so I went over to my sister. She worked for CBC then, and on the switchboard, and I went to her place, and she took me back to where I stayed with my brother in the summer. He came back from Antigonish and put me on a bus and sent me back home.
Yeah.
So I wound up going to grade 11.
You're pretty far though.
Yeah.